So, today I want to talk about 5 tips on how to make stories when you have limited resources. When you literally have nothing but maybe just a camera, and that's about it. And just to give some background on my recent videos, 90%, I would say about 90 to 80% of those videos were shot by myself. There's been times when in my videos, my recent videos, that I did get help from my girlfriend and my roommate, but literally that was only maybe less than a handful of the shots throughout the videos since January 3rd. Yeah, I would say that if at all possible, if you have a friend that is able to help you out just for a couple of hours of shooting, if you really need that much time, definitely ask for help. Anyway, tip number 1 is to not forget about sound design. Sound design is extremely crucial. The reason why is it kind of adds a bit more depth into the cinematography. In my opinion, at least 80% of the film is sound. Sound design and music can really bring them in. Here's an example just to show you guys. Now, the music is also a crucial piece to add in, but we're going to get to that in a little bit. Alrighty, and tip number 2 is going to be use natural light. Natural light is my guardian angel every time I film. I'm using it right now. It's my only light source in here besides my little light back there that's just adding some more depth into the frame. Yeah, use natural light. If at all possible, film near a window and then try and diffuse that light. So for instance, right now I'm actually diffusing my light with one of the reflector kits that you can buy for like $20. It's on Amazon. It's from Neewer, which is a really highly reputable brand, and inside of it, it actually has a diffusion pad, I guess you could call it, diffusion circle. Anyways, I'm using that to diffuse the light so that way it's a bit softer and not as harsh on my face. And tip number 3, music. I know I had mentioned it in the sound design tip, in the first tip. I think music is just as important. It really helps move the story along. It's what inspires me to come up with the shots that I see. Often I listen to the music that I plan on using in my video or in my films to inspire the scene. It inspires the writing. I did that for this video, for the beginning intro, and I've done it almost for all the other videos I've made so far. Music is really great because it's going to help with the pacing of your video, of your film, and it kind of gives the viewer a little something extra to grab onto. Alright, tip number 4, and this is a step that I have been using quite often. In fact, even today I used it, but essentially that is film something that has multiple steps to it, meaning film something that has a process, kind of like making coffee. That is my go-to, mainly because I drink coffee every day. I love coffee. It's seriously one of my favorite things out there besides filmmaking and photography. Filming coffee and the making of coffee is a story within itself. I kind of challenge you guys to find a story within your stories, and that could be as simple as making coffee, making breakfast, making dinner. Come up with different creative ways on how to film yourself. For me, I think that everything is interesting as long as it has a purpose. So figure out what it is that you do for a purpose and then film that, and that will be interesting. at the last and final tip number 5. And this one kind of took me a while to learn as well. But organization. Organize yourself. I like to pick my music beforehand because it helps me think of the shots that I want to make or take for the video. And then once I've picked my music and I've kind of like had an idea of like what I want to shoot, I start to write it down. I write down the shot list. I write down different shots, and it'll help if someone else is helping you film because you can tell them exactly what you want. Yeah, having it planned out and ready to go will really help the process out. And yeah, I would say other than those 5 tips, guys, just have fun with it. But yeah, let me know if this works for you guys, and if it doesn't, let me know how I can make it better, or if what works for you. I want to know, because maybe it'll work for me too. Other than that, guys, that is all that I have for you. Stay tuned for some exciting stuff next week. Please consider subscribing, and please at least like or dislike this video. And as always, guys, I'll see you next week. Have a good one.